or withhold information from the police investigators. So the question is, why are they sitting down?
And just a bit of information for listeners. We had planned to ask this question during the president's media encounter.
Yes.
Yes.
We really wanted to ask, and I was happy to see the Attorney General there and also the Minister for Rural Development and
local
government and rural development. They were both present. So it would have been very important or exciting to see how the president would call them to come and then respond to why the information was being kept.
But unfortunately, we did not have the opportunity then.
We didn't have the opportunity to ask those questions.
However, it's good that we have some results on the bin liner leg of these investigations. We are still following closely to see what becomes of the waste bins contract.
Yeah, that's the waste bin, the bin liners and waste bins. It was
it's the
together.
fumigation that we are looking
at. The fumigation, yes, and the
fumigation
sanitation improvement packages, and even assemblies fumigation, because I spoke to a district chief executive just 2 days ago, and he was still complaining that the district assemblies common fund initially decided that the assemblies should pay Zoom Lion. So the money will be given to them to pay Zoom Lion. So in that case, they will be able to enforce compliance and performance. But after 1 quarter, that was reverted. So Zoomline takes the money from Accra. So if the work is not done, you cannot withhold payment at the assembly level.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them even say that they don't need the services. If you go to Banda, I went to Banda in the Bono region as part of this investigation. They don't even have a market. The whole year 2016, their internally generated funds was 36,000 cedis. But these were paying about 700,000 Ghana cedis. So what do you call it? Sanitation contracts they don't need.
But who signed these contracts with Zoom Lion?
Some are signed from Accra here. If you take the sweepers contract, so they say decentralization, Bongo district, where I come from, they are sitting in Bongo district, and the person who is signing the contract to sweep the market of Bongo is in Accra here. Okay. So they take the money and then pay from Accra here.
So and they take it from that district's allocation.
Common fund, yes, their common fund. The YEA contract for sweepers, the 10% is deducted even before the common fund allocations are made. And when those allocations are made, further deductions for the sanitation improvement package, fumigation, and others are also deducted from source. So the people don't really have a say. So if I don't need sweepers, if I don't need 100 sweepers in, let's say, Banda district where they don't have a market, somebody in Accra will sign a contract that will give me 100 sweepers, and money should be deducted from the common fund to pay.
When those monies could have been used for something else.
Yes.
I mean, it defeats the whole concept of decentralization. But Manasseh, some of these contracts are signed at the district level by these same DCEs.
Yes, the SIP, the Sanitation Improvement Package, and the fumigation. One of the fumigations. Because the fumigation that came up in the Auditor General's report is different from the ones at the assembly level. But they don't know. The Health Ministry signed that contract. The District Assembly signed one fumigation. And you also have the Ministry signing fumigation. And all of these works are to be done at the assembly level.
Okay.
They know of only one, the one they signed. But even that, every report of the District Assembly's Common Fund by the Auditor General would reveal that it is not done properly. So we are sitting in a whole lot of mess. We are making multiple payments for the same services, and in some cases, services that are not needed. And all of these are going to the Jospon Group.
But the good news, at least, is that for the waste bins and bin liners contracts, that has been cancelled.
That has been cancelled, and I think the government deserves commendation for taking this decision, because this is how we safeguard the nation's money. And then we as journalists, what we are interested is getting the money back to the state so that the money can be channeled into something else. If you take this 362 million Ghana cedis, Daniel, it can do a lot of things. The creation of the new regions, I think they're giving each of them 20 million cedis. So if
you're going to put 20 in 300, that's about 15 regions that can be created.
Or not just the creation, but I'm just looking at the amount of...
the amounts given to them.
And when we did this, the waste bins contract, we realized that it was inflated by at least 148 million Ghana cedis. And at the time, we decided to look at the budget for the ministries in 2018. and we realized that as many as 13 ministries had budget allocations lower than the inflation alone.
The inflation alone,
yes,
was higher than the budget allocation of 13
ministries.
Manasseh Azuriawuni, thanks a lot. And let me just bring you a wrap of what we've gathered so far and what we're expecting. Manasseh, of course, is the head of investigations here at Joy FM and Joy News, and he has been able to secure through the work robbing the assemblies, which, for your information, won Manasseh the Best West African Journalist Award last year at the Media Foundation for West Africa's Award. So congratulations on that, and we are glad that we are seeing some results on that. Here's a report on this.
On November 7, 2016, the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development single-sourced 5 companies to supply 1 million waste bins and 900,000 disposable bin liners. Joy News investigations revealed all the 5 companies belonged to the Jospon Group of companies. Our investigation also revealed that the $74 million contract was inflated by at least $31.1 million US. For instance, a piece of bin liner which was sold at the Jospon Group at 98 pesos was being quoted in the contract at $15.6 US or 70 cedis. A visit to some 53 metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies across the 10 regions also revealed that the ministry had procured 150,000 waste bins for the assemblies and could not distribute them at the time it was ordering the 1 million bins. The directive to procure the 1 million waste bins was given from the office of a president. Following Joy News' expose, the Attorney General ordered the police CID to commence criminal investigation into the scandal. But before it concludes the matter, the local government ministry has been directed to terminate the contract. The Jospon Group was yet to supply the bins and no payment has been made yet. A cabinet committee has also been set up to comprehensively review the questionable sanitation contracts revealed in the Robbing the Assemblies documentary. Meanwhile, 1 year and 5 months since the police CID started criminal investigation into the waste bins and fumigation scandals, it is yet to be known if any action will be taken by the Attorney General.
And that was a report on what we have done so far regarding the Robbing the Assemblies investigation and the action taken by government. This is what we have so far. Let me just make this clear. A few of the callers during the phone-in segment alleged that Men's Gold has accounts at EcoBank. Now, the management of EcoBank has stated repeatedly that this is not the case. That is not true. Men's Gold does not have an account at EcoBank. So please, let's be informed. We're going to take these important messages. This is still the Super Morning Show. 14 minutes till we wrap up. There's more when we come back.
This is the sound.